Welcome everyone to the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. My name is Lasty and I will be guiding you through everything you need to know about how to play FIFA 20 Ultimate Team grassroots style with no money spent on FIFA points. Let's grind this game together and come out with some pretty cool teams and stuff throughout the year. So basically, I know that there's a lot of you out there that are fans of the series and have followed me for the last couple of years. Thank you and welcome back. And I'm guessing there's a whole bunch of you that are new to the channel that are, maybe this is the first video of mine you've seen. All I can suggest to do is hit that subscribe button down below because I'm going to be uploading this series daily and you guys can follow along, basically copy the techniques that I've got going on here, and we're going to come up with a pretty good way to start. Today's episode is all about how to start Ultimate Team, and then we'll be going through doing the objectives, working on our team and stuff in future episodes as well. Also, do me a massive favor, hit that thumbs up button. Last year we got 18,000 likes on episode 1. Guys, can we hit 20,000 likes on this episode? That would blow my mind, and thank you so much for your support in advance. We're getting stuck into it right now. As you can see what's going on, I chose France as my starter nation. I typically do this every single year. I really like that, basically, whatever nation you choose, it gives you more of them in your starter team. So I've chosen France because I like French players. There's typically a lot of good ones on the game, and a lot of good starter French players as well. So we get Jimmy Briand, we get Maxime Lopez, we get no, it's not a right back, it's actually Mangala, who's in my right back spot, but he's actually a centre-back. So that's a pretty good start. We've got 3 gold French players already, and you'll have the same as well. The reason I do this is because basically the next move we're going to make here is to choose a loan player. So the game's going to give us a chance to upgrade one of our players for like a 5-game loan or something like that, with some top-tier players. But they're only loans, so it's all good. So I chose my striker because pretty much every year the player I choose is Antoine Griezmann. So imagine my surprise when I press the button and choose my striker and Griezmann doesn't actually pop up. He's not in the list of strikers to choose this year. So as you can see, it loads on in, and I nearly went for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang because we all know how good he is on the game, but he's not French, and I kind of wanted to get the Frenchman as that's part of the reason why I chose France as a starter nation. So after a little tip from one of my mates, I could actually back out of this, go down to the centre mids, and it's going to give me a different selection of players that are midfielder based. And I've gone ahead and chosen 88 rated Paul Pogba because that matches what I've got going on perfectly. It's a very OP player, great player that's going to maybe come in clutch for us. And as well, he's French and he fits the team and stuff, or he will fit the team as and when we build it. So Paul Pogba is our big loan player that we're able to bring to the Ultimate Team here in FIFA 20. So the kit selection is the next part that you get given. I chose the Brazil kit because hell yeah, why not? We all love a bit of Brazil going on around here. And I nearly chose the FC Barcelona kit, but I would have had 2 yellow kits, and I don't necessarily want that. So I chose just a darker kit that can, contrast as my secondary. And I ended up going with the Minnesota United badge, simply because it looks cool. And typically I stick with one badge all year. I'm not sure if I'll stick with that one all year, but hey, basically where we've got to now is the club summary. We have started our Ultimate Team, and you guys should be in a very similar position to me at this very point in time. Now, the next part is like you're going to get some returning rewards if you are a returning user. But I'm guessing some of you watching this video are brand new to Ultimate Team and you're looking for a little bit of help. So the returning bonuses that I'm about to show you that I'm going to get, I'm not actually going to use them in this episode because I want to be roughly where you guys are if you were starting Ultimate Team for the very first time. However, some of you might be able to get slightly ahead of me now because actually I got 4 all players packs, 2 gold packs, a lone reward player pack, and if you get them, open them up. Might as well, go for it. Get your players and see who you get. So, and we are actually going to get 1,000 coin boost per game for 15 games. That's a very good one. I can't do much about that. It's going to just add on to every single game I play for the next 15. So, in the very, very worst case scenario, you'll be 15,000 coins behind me after 15 whole games, which is going to take me a few episodes to get through anyway. So, you can catch up, no problem. So the rest of the episode is going to be based on how to start Ultimate Team, and it is all about this. It is all about your objectives, right? You need to focus on these objectives if you're not going to spend any money. You're going to have to get through the basics, through the single player, competitive play, all of that stuff within the foundations objectives, because they're going to get you started off nicely. Don't forget, we've also got milestones this year, which never expire. We've got season objectives and actually the season progress as well. So that's pretty cool. It means that you can see this little season pass thing that I'm ticking by right now. You're going to be able to unlock these as you complete the season objectives, which lasts for, I think I saw season 1 lasts for 50 days. If that's the case, you've got 50 days to earn as much XP as you can to work your way towards level 30, and level 30 looks pretty cool. You get a choice of one of 3 players as your reward, an 85 Zaha, an 85 Tolisso, or an 85 Lucas Vasquez. Now, that's pretty enticing. That makes me want to grind this game to earn that player, because I'm going to be getting that for free. It's going to cost me my time, but I love playing this game anyway, right? So we're going to be all good. So back to the basics then. We need to start things off by literally going to the basics. That is the objective that I want you guys to be in right now. And I want you to work on these very, very easy things to do, right? Start off with changing your club name. You're going to have 0 coins. You're going to have 0 FIFA points, 0 wins on the board. But I tell you what, after you simply change your club name, you're going to have 150 coins at your disposal. Decent. That means that you could buy the very cheapest thing in the game should you want to do so. Next up, we're going to... Well, there you go. You can see that the 150 coins is making its way in to my road to glory. Next up, we're going to work on positioning and basic chemistry. And all that requires you to do is go back to your squad, move a couple players around so that maybe someone's in the correct position. I know that you might have already fiddled around with it, you know, as you got your lone player and stuff, but go back to it. Maybe try and improve on it just a tad by, you know, replacing one player with another or putting someone in the correct position. And there you have it. You're going to complete a couple of objectives and it's all going to be good. So we'll head back into the objectives now to claim our rewards and we'll see what we get. I mean, it's on display as to what you're actually going to get. We completed 2 right there. We got positioning and basic chemistry. Both were 150 coins, or at least one of them. This first one was 150 coins, so we're now up to total of 300 coins in our club. Not a bad little start for the first literally like couple of minutes of play. And we're going to get a gold reward pack here. Now, what I've noticed about these objectives is that the rewards you're going to get are untradeable. So you're going to want to use the stuff you get here to actually use it in like SBCs, or you're going to want to use those players to input them into something to get more rewards back. Sometimes that can be tradable rewards. So these players are going to be fairly important to your club. Like, I'm never going to use Unai Nunez because he's got not the greatest of stats, and I'm not building a Spanish team. However, an SBC comes out where I need a Spaniard from La Liga. He's going straight in there because he's cost me nothing, and he can most definitely be useful to us. And as you can see, he's untradeable. I can't do anything else with him, so he'll save us coins in the future because we did these foundations now. So squad battles is the next area for me to go to, because that, if I complete the next challenge here, the next objective in the basics, I'm going to complete the entire the basics and get the overall reward for that objective. So we head on into squad battles, and don't even worry, guys. Don't even worry about playing online. Don't even worry about playing against a high difficulty. Take that very starter squad that you've got. Maybe take your lone player out. I took Pogba out. I'm not using him in this. Take your lone player out and simply go into the easiest squad battle that you can find, the one with the lowest chemistry, the lowest rating or whatever, and play it on beginner, play it on amateur. I think I went all in and went on amateur this year, guys. And what that's going to give you is, I mean, I won like 10-0 and then I just kept possession. I wanted to get through this game pretty quickly. It's going to give you a few coins for your match coins. I mean, it gives us, what, 700 squad battles points, 765 squad battles points, which is not much, and it won't give us any real rewards later in the week. You're going to have to keep playing squad battles if you want to get those rewards. But what it did do is complete the basics for us, which gave us an overall silver pack. Now, that's good because we're going to get a couple silver players, and of course, we got the reward for playing squad battles, and there was actually another one within single player, which was win a squad battles match. So we completed multiple things by just playing one game of FIFA there against the computer. Now, that's the one thing that I would stress to you guys that are new, is that don't necessarily throw yourself into online when your team is not ready. The objective of today's episode is to come away with like a full gold team. It's not going to be a great team, but it is something that you can at least go into and play against other starter teams with, and then gradually work your coins up, and that team is definitely going to get better. I promise you that. So, with that, I mean, what are we doing now? We're opening another pack, our second silver reward pack. Little Jadon Sancho on the front. Unfortunately, Jadon Sancho's a gold, so he's never going to be in the pack. But we get another player. It doesn't really matter who you get at this point, because they're, unless maybe a good French silver might have worked his way into our squad. But again, my objective for this episode is to get you a full gold team. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So once you've done the first couple of foundations objectives, you're going to want to take a little bit of time and head on into squad building challenges, because without you even knowing it, you've got a few players in your club that can at least get you through the let's get started basic squad building challenge. All of this group here, first exchange, the second step, the third step, you guys are going to be able to get through that no problem whatsoever. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there that are kind of, you're like, Lasty, mate, we know exactly what we're doing here. Good. That's absolutely fine. Just get it done. Get your players. But this is really for any of you new people out there that are just struggling or want to understand how to do Ultimate Team right, grassroots style with no money spent. This is how you do it. So the first one requires you to literally put in a goalkeeper. Put the worst possible one that you've got in your club in there. You know, don't use the one that has the correct nation that is currently in your team. Just use the worst one that you got in your club. Typically, you'll have 2 or 3 goalies in there. And if you only have one, just use him. It doesn't matter, right? You're never going to use that bronze again. Next up, we're going to get the bronze reward pack for doing that. So by submitting 1 bronze player, we're going to get a bronze reward pack, which is going to offer us out, well, at least 1 player, and then a couple of extras in the pack as well. So maybe you'll get a contract, maybe you'll get a fitness item, maybe you'll get a manager. I don't know what it's going to be, but you can see there we are up a little bit on what we started with from that very first SBC. The next one's going to require you to submit 3 players. Now, just choose the players in the right position. It doesn't, again, like I've used the silver here, it doesn't necessarily matter. If you've got bronze players that fit that team, use them. It's better if you can use them. However, I used an untradeable silver player. It doesn't really matter to me. I just wanted to get that one done because, again, it's going to give us a reward pack. Again, not super fussed about the reward pack. I'm more fussed about getting the overall SBC done, which is probably going to trigger some objective to be complete and get my first overall SBCs complete, which is going to give me a reward in itself. So that's basically what you're doing here. You're just trying to do multiple things to get rid of some of your lesser players, your real base level players, submit them into challenges to get rewards back, to get you on your way. It's just as simple as that. Now, a little reminder for any of you out there, wow, there's a little frog in the throat. Haven't actually done a commentary in a while. It's been a little while, I must admit. But for any of you out there that haven't already hit that thumbs up button, I mentioned at the start of the video, we're trying to hit 20,000 likes. If you guys could be as kind to hit that thumbs up, that would be amazing. And subscribe. I've got daily content coming your way, and we are going to get really stuck in with the road to glory this year. I like the casual nature of my road to glory, where you guys that maybe don't necessarily have the most time in the world can sort of keep up with me, but I also do want to take it, I want to elevate it this year. We got a very, very good squad at the end of the FIFA 19 Road to Glory, and that was a huge success all year. I really thank you for the support that you showed on the channel last year. I hope we can do it again this year. I want to go bigger, I want to go better, and I want to get better squads for the rest of this FIFA. I'm really excited with the current objectives system, the new stuff that we've got here to work on, milestones objectives, and then also icon swaps. If you haven't read about icon swaps, basically, if you can think back to what foot swaps were last year, we're going to be able to actually earn tokens by completing objectives, which is going to allow us to unlock icons. That's awesome. I can't wait for that. And I think in icon set 1, there was a middle Didier Drogba. And if we can work towards that and get that by like December, oh my God, we'll be well underway. So that's exactly what I'm aiming for. And I want to have the best team that we've ever had on FIFA by the end of the year. No doubt about it. So the squad is kind of looking a little bit like, what's going on? But that's where we're getting to now. There are a few more objectives that we need to complete. There are just other things that we're getting a couple of coins now. You know, we've got some coins at our disposal just by completing a couple of objectives. We need to take on the next challenges here, which We literally just did by adding a contract to our manager, adding a contract to a player, adding a fitness card to a player, and that's going to redeem us well. 150 coins. What's the next one going to go? Another 150 coins. It's probably going to be 450 coins in total, and then a group reward overall, which is going to be what? I mean, we just need to complete this one. Oh, we got a squad fitness for that. That's very good. You know, that's going to be very useful when the weekend league comes around, that's for sure, or division rivals and stuff. And a consumables pack, I'll take that. There's a couple of chemistry styles in there, which we could start applying to some of our players that we're going to actually stick with and use. And then we move on now to the chemistry section. So in order to get a green link, a perfect link, and 3 perfect links, it's going to require us to spend some of our money to go out and buy some players that are going to be worthy of our team and that are going to actually complete these objectives. So knowing that I had French players, I literally went on the market and had a little look, and I bought this French left midfielder. I don't intend on really using him, but if you can pick players that will work for you and that are actually going to be in your starter squad, that's for the best. So as you can see, by buying him and putting him in our squad, and he linked to Jimmy Briand, we got ourselves another 150 coins or whatever. Next up, what was this one for? I missed that. What was that one for? The green link or something? I'm not 100% sure. But we've got enough XP. Oh, that must have been from a daily objective because we earned XP, which then got us through level 1 of the season pass. What do we get? A loan option, and I chose Van Dijk because, well, he's the highest rated player there, and I think he's going to come in clutch in the weekend league in a week or so's time. I'm probably going to need Virgil van Dijk, so we've chosen him, and yeah, I mean that's a very good one to get. I think I'd recommend you guys choosing Virgil van Dijk. So next up, it's time to fill out more players. So those objectives about chemistry, they were about like perfect links. Now, if you guys are new to Ultimate Team, a perfect link is when you get a green link to a player, but they are the same nation and club. So an actual perfect link. These players are the same nation and play for the same team as each other, like my left centre mid and like my left mid do right now, and the centre back that I just bought as well. So I went and bought a load of players from, I think the team is Stade Rennais. And it doesn't matter which positions you play them in, just buy a few perfect links from the same team and you're going to start noticing that these objectives are going to get completed. So this is maybe why I would recommend kind of staying away from like the Premier League, simply because they're going to cost more. The Premier League is... The people demand those players, right? They are what people want. People desire the players from the Prem because it's one of the most popular leagues in the world, right? So those players are going to go up in price, especially like English players and stuff like that. So if you're trying to build your starter team with that, you're going to be paying percentages more than what you were doing if you were just building a little French team or something like that. Even better, if you guys were able to go into a slightly more obscure one like a Russian league or something, you'd probably be able to pick up some more OP players that are going to work for you. However, I chose France for now because we chose France as our starter nation, and that's going to sort us out for today's episode. Trust me, by the end of tomorrow's episode, you guys are going to see that we got a totally different team. This is literally just to get you guys off your feet and going, you know, get going on this Ultimate Team lark, and then by tomorrow we're going to move on again, and we're going to have enough coins to upgrade our squad. Maybe we stick with the French thing, but we upgrade some of the players. Maybe we sell everyone we can and buy some Russian League players or Chinese League players or something where we can get more OP for less cost. That's the idea anyway. So basically, the way that we're playing now is because EA Access is out. So EA Access is here and it is available to you guys as well, whether you're PlayStation or whether you are Xbox or PC have Origin Premier Access or something like that. You can get EA Access. I've done a couple of giveaways as well, and maybe we'll do some more as well on my Instagram or something over the next couple of days. But this is your way to get a 10-hour trial of the game to play it before it actually comes out in a couple days' time. So this is a good way to get started because it means that maybe there are some people out there that won't pick up the game until it actually launches and you can go and buy a physical copy in store. If you guys can get on EA Access and play the game, you're going to be successful because you're going to come away with a squad, and often the times the players that you can get during EA Access start to go up as more and more players get on the game, as more and more actual people get on the game, spend FIFA points, the demand goes sky high for some of the bigger, better players, and the prices of those players go up. So the earlier you can get on and play this EA Access trial, the better. I would recommend it. Get on there and do that as soon as you possibly can. And you can buy it literally just for the 10-hour trial for like 1 month, for like £3 or something. It's definitely worth it. And like, even if you were the sort of person that was not buying the Ultimate Edition of the game, maybe you were buying just the Champions Edition or the Standard Edition, the difference between buying one of them to the next one, or just buying the Standard Edition and getting a 10-hour trial is minuscule. Like, it's a couple quid, so it's definitely worth it to get in the game early. So, whilst I've just been rambling on there, we completed a couple more chemistry-based SBCs, the advanced chemistry one, which actually gave us a pretty cool pack. So I know we've got 8 packs here. We'll open the rest of them tomorrow, but we just earned the gold players pack, which is actually a really good one to get because it is going to be 12 actual gold players. They're untradeable, but they're useful for SBCs down the line. Now, we end up getting, of course, you get 1 rare at least. We get Lopez. Is that Lisandro Lopez? If that is, he's decided to go without the hair going forwards, has he? He must be getting on a little bit. He must be. We get like Seamus Coleman. We actually get Kazawa and a French right back as well, which works so perfectly for our squad. So they can instantly come into the team. And welcome, by the way, to Kazawa, who I tried to buy but was a little bit too expensive. So now I've got a left back that I already purchased that I can sell on the market and get rid of him, earn some of those coins back. And you're going to see now for the last couple of minutes of this video, it's basically going to be me putting together the rest of this squad. So we're going to do things like change the formation, change with who we're going with here. I'll start you off in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. This is the team that we're going for. When it comes to like a goalkeeper and stuff, buy the 400 coin one, buy the 350 coin one, just buy someone cheap. It doesn't necessarily need to be anyone amazing. Trust me on that. Everything is going to change going forwards. I just wanted to get you past that 1 hour mark of playing this game. You're going to have a gold team. You're going to have a bunch of objectives complete, and you're going to be on your way to getting started properly on FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. So we sold the left mid because we changed the formation of the squad. I've also got the left back to sell that we bought. So I'll list him up on the market, and you'll see that he sells by the next episode. And there you go, guys. So we've got, after 1 hour of playing this game, and as you can do on EA Access as well, we have got a full gold French team just by starting this game and grinding a couple of the objectives. There is so much more to do, but as you can see, we can place Pogba into our squad, and we could go into an online match with this and probably compete fairly well against other starter teams, or we can work on some of those objectives even more, and actually, well, we're going to end up getting more coins, we can improve the team, and then we can go online as well. That has been the very first episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Guys, like I said earlier, if you could smash that thumbs up button, show your support, share this with your friends, that would be amazing. I so am looking forward to carrying on this series every single day for you guys during FIFA 20. It is my favorite thing to do. It's a really great way to play Ultimate Team. It's the most fun way, in my opinion. Grassroots, no money spent, and we'll earn what we get. So yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, like I said, for that daily content. Have a great day, everyone, and I will catch you next time with another episode. Peace.